All right, I want to do a little overview of the patch notes. So this is going to be a pretty big patch. I believe it's the final patch. I mean, it's the final patch before it goes live. It's Morthog says it's going to be a big one. I want to do a patch rundown and maybe like a little meta prediction. So just to kick it off, final deploy. One cost champs brand, his damage is going up. A 1, 2, and 3 star VIP reduction is also higher. So I guess this makes him like a stronger unit on his own. Probably about the same with VIP. Is I imagine how this works out too. Overall, nothing changed. Ashe getting nerfed. I don't think Ashe is gonna be a very good carry. She's gotten too many nerfs. Range on top of this, it's too much. Rek'Sai, resist steal, 3-star Rek'Sai is getting a big nerf. Absolutely deserved. Heal's going down as well. Rek'Sai 2 is gonna heal more, steal less. Rek'Sai 1's untouched, but that doesn't matter. Cho'Gath, damage is going down, but the same at 3-star. This matters a little bit, not too much. The 1-star is probably like the biggest change. You're not gonna be getting as many stacks. Well, you probably still get a similar amount. Gnar 3, big buff. Okay, maybe Yordles need some love, so maybe this helps him out. Morgana's getting a big damage nerf. This is absolutely massive. It's basically cut in half. Her shield is untouched. It's up at 1-star, about the same. So she's just turning. They're basically turning Morgana into Vex. Is what this is saying. But she gets to stun as well. So still probably better. Tryndamere is getting a decent base damage nerf. At 3-star, that's pretty massive. Bonus damage from spell. Tryndamere is getting a really big nerf. I don't know how good Tryndamere is going to be unless you high roll it. But at the same time, he's really strong right now, so maybe it's still fine. Ahri's getting a buff. I think Ahri's already pretty decent. So this is going to like make her even better. Ali, more tank. Okay. Still kind of awkward to fit. Kha'Zix, big. This is insane scaling. 200% AD scaling is massive. If you give him a death play, he's gonna pop off. Irelia getting a nerf. Okay, that's just base damage. So her ratio is the same. Still go to striker. Orianna, damage nerf. Shield buff. Overall, this is probably a nerf to Orianna. You usually run her for damage, not the shield. Renata, pretty sizable buff. This is kind of scary. Seraphine, damage nerf. Attack speed nerf. So Seraphine is just nerfed across the board. Sivir is getting a attack speed buff. The 1-star buff 10% helps a lot. So you're going to be a lot more stable 1-star. Kench is getting nerfed? Really? Man. Kench is just not very good. Zeri's getting AD ratio buffed. This is pretty strong. Spell on hit is nerfed at 3-star. I see. 3-star Zeri was a little too strong. Let's tone that down a bit. Clockwork, buffed at tier 2. Not bad. Tier 3 as well. Debonair, buffed at 1-star. 1-star. It's just 1-star buffs. 200 HP, 20 AP. That's really good. That's pretty good. Enforcer stun is down. Okay. Hextech is nerfed. This is probably going to be one of the biggest things in the meta. Right now, Hextech just kind of warps it because you have to like break through the shields. It's still going to be really good, but it's going to be definitely a lot worse. The jump from here, 40, 50, it's just nerfed across the board. And the Innovator base health for the bear is going down. The dragon base health is going down. So this is going to be even more reliant on... this is so little base health. You're really going to need 2 stars. But I mean, it's still going to be good, I think. Chemical Overload. So for augments, Chemical Overload is getting nerfed quite a bit at tier 2. Tier 1 is slight nerf. Concussive blows, that's a stunning strikers. That's down a little bit. Double trouble base stats. Slight nerf at tier 2 and tier 3. Golden egg, reduce the golden most loot option but 10 gold. You're nerfing the golden egg. Oh man. Okay. High 5 temporarily disabled. Okay. Big share the spotlight there. Now keep in mind, this is prismatic now. Share the spotlight is now prismatic from live. And now they're nerfing from 150 to 125. This is going to be really hard to take. But in the situations where you run it, I think it's still going to be really good. Maybe it was just overperforming. Thieving Rascals. They're upping the item steal percentage. I think this is really good. But this just goes to show you how bad Yordles are. You need a 40% chance to get an item. And I still think it's weak. So I don't know. Yordles just seem not very good. Treasure Trove no longer offered a stirred augment. Good. Weak spot can no longer be offered. Other levels of weak spot after choosing any tier weak spot, good. Verdant Veil, duration up. It's prismatic now. And very VIP HP share is up. So probably going into the meta, I think mutants are going to be very strong. Kha'Zix just got a decent buff, and that should help him out a little bit. I think strikers are going to be okay. Legendary comps are obviously going to be probably like where you want to end up. 4 and 5 costs. Like Victor is going to be really strong. Jace is really good. I still think Innos are fine. As far as reroll comps, Twitch is probably going to be your best choice. If you... There's certain reroll comps, like the just random 3-cost comps that are enabled by like the Triforce Augment or whatever it's called, the one that makes your 3-cost better. So more or less, probably if you want to climb day 1 early onto the patch, just play your best board. I think if you just have upgraded units and play strong boards, you'll generally do okay. All right, good luck in your climbs, folks.
Can you say Ooga Booga GV8 gang?